Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ankush. In our today's lecture, I'll be discussing about the Hadoop and the importance of Hadoop technology. Nowadays, one of the biggest technology, or which I can say one of the technology which is very trending nowadays, and we called it as a Hadoop. So what is this Hadoop basically? Let's try to understand one by one. So let's assume that you have a huge amount of data is there, okay? And you have a huge amount of data which is available with you, and that is a past data, which is very old data is there. So your business management team, they are coming and they are saying that, boss, we have a very huge amount of data, can we utilize this data to understand about the future business? So as a developer, we think like, okay, what will be the technology which will process this huge amount of data and which will give the some analysis about the future business, which will help us to increase our business in the future. So there comes this Hadoop technology. So whenever you want to process huge amount of data, now huge amount of data cannot be processed by using RDBMS system like maybe Oracle, MySQL. There are some sort of restrictions are there. Like if you take the example of Oracle or MySQL, which are your RDBMS database, they can only process the data which are in the form of rows and column. It means we call it as a structural kind of data. So when you want to process structural kind of data, that's okay, you can use your RDBMS. But when you want to process structural as well as unstructured data or semi-structured data, that time your RDBMS database will not be much helpful. So unstructured data means maybe you are talking about the images, audio, video. This type of data cannot be processed by using RDBMS database. For that you need something, you need a mechanism which will process your structured kind of data as well as unstructured kind of data. So that is possible with the help of your Hadoop framework. So initially when Hadoop came, like maybe it was not that that famous, but as soon as the new things are coming, new framework, new tools comes inside the Hadoop, it becomes more and more powerful. And widely it is used in most of the companies. Like if you take the example of Cognizant, Infosys, all your service based company, everywhere there is a vacancy of Hadoop nowadays. Along with the Hadoop, nowadays they are also coming with the technology called Spark. So Spark is a real-time processing framework. You can process your batch kind of job, you can process your streaming kind of job, and that too in memory. It means it is 100 times faster than your Hadoop framework. So what my suggestion to you is, you should understand what is Hadoop, why we are using that, and along with the Hadoop, what should you learn. So we just got to know that what is Hadoop and how we are processing our data. So whenever you are in a situation where you want to process huge amount of data means we called it as a big data, and the solution to that big data is your Hadoop. And now Hadoop also have some sort of processing engines are there. Like if you take the example of MapReduce, now this MapReduce has been replaced by the like Yarn. We have Spark is there, which is your, again it will process your data very much faster compared to the Hadoop. So you should know some of the component in Hadoop, like if you take the example of 𝐓𝐢, which is also comes under the Hadoop only. It is a kind of RDBMS, but it's not a database, okay? It is a kind of database, but it's not completely a database. So I'll tell you in the future lectures like what is the actual difference between how 𝐓𝐢 works. So you should know 𝐓𝐢, Scoop is there. These are very important components in the Hadoop ecosystem. Then you should also focus on the part like your Spark. Now Spark can be written along with the Java. You can write Spark along with the Scala, then R, and most probably very famous PySpark, which can be written with the Python. Spark can be written with Python also. So if you have some basic knowledge about the Python, start reading the Spark. So your profile will be PySpark. Now some people are also calling this technology, called it as a data engineer also. Okay. So we will discuss about much details in the future lectures. So if you have any questions, queries, anything, you can put it into the comment sections. And if you are looking for Hadoop Spark training, you can reach out to us. Please do like, subscribe and share this channel.